and it's the Premier League now. Manchester United plays Dimwako Tempa papa. And you know they buy very, very expensive, but players in the bar, the expectation levels and this the tomono. Omoba ya no muntimi meye ho adwuma. Popo Beba or the air clout buy the status, the expectation level no it raise to a very high level. But Pogba at Manchester United no and to me live up to that expectation no. Mekai say I'm go fight Di Maria free Real Madrid abano no nya such a small player oba Manchester United no and to me amfa a lot of good players Manchester United at a very, very, very high cost. Bomba Manchester United na minim whether the expectation at the moment too much and I say Omanka say the bar omuntimi succeed. I hope and pray say Brent friend Anthony Die. Sa price tag na dia to Brent no so no. Entimi weigh it down. Was a Premier League no banner say wo back na nye obominu na nye ya. Na man for France here judge based on your price tag. £100 million player, £95 million player. That is what the English press will refer to you as. You know, Basana a press about player no so. You know, Nya Park no so kra na onya quite relaxed entimi more in normal game. Obitona dia na ne board dia na obompaya ta chile say ade ne betimi succeed Manchester United top papa what the signers are the tutu dwai bienwa sebina ne board form but most of them bar oman succeed. Harry Maguire the most expensive defender but born na Harry Maguire airborne no bibia nchire say oye the most expensive defender in the English Premier League. Popo Baba $110 million when Timmy Ambo sell Abrantani Bo $110 million. Jadon Sancho Borussia Dortmund, an amazing youngster. Obiaka said the future there. Now Abrantani friend Jadon Sancho there. Or by no first season at Manchester United last year. When say in all competition, Jadon Sancho has 5 goals. 3 of them at the buy in the Premier League. Obiaka at this match $89 million there. Even at certain point, na onya even first 11 ra. Yeah. Once you talk at this price, na obana edo ko benchia. Na just investment, you know, boka. At this price there, you need to come and make an impact and change the fortunes of the club. Babana, sometimes ubobako mienu enkoye na wako bench. There was a point Manchester United ebo 5 games to twaso. Na Jadon Sancho at bench. The whole of last season, 5 goals pen or share. And you know, I want your track record. You say very expensive signings in the bar. They do not succeed. And you know, me sure say Anthony it will inform him. Say there are precedents. Omrado, Omeya Jumaden, don't justify the amount of investment made in him. Diana United and Boka. Obiato ne Yamano. Man City said to expensive sir. On October brebe. But Man City the most expensive buy. I think say Ruben Dias. 64.
Jack Grealish.
Jack Grealish 100 million. But until Jack Grealish, you know, Naya Brante Feno, Ruben Dias 64. And to say United a City, to Jack Grealish at 100 million. Now on cross even 70 million. What I say? But Jack Grealish on 100 million. What's the players now who closer to Jack Grealish? You know, they are performing more than Jack Grealish.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, the most expensive City buy, and your best player. Kevin De Bruyne is their best player. Bernardo Silva, Ruben Dias. These are players that even though they're expensive, they are performing more than players now. Dino. And you know, I have more like an albatross on your neck. See a 2 about this now. As a board Dintino, come and make an instant impact. That is where me bomb price Brent friend Anthony. I asked for that at dragging Manchester United. So I also dead at every point. Now almost 50 goal post, you know. Yeah. United is 70 million. United is okay, but yeah. United is 70 million bar. Almost any beam. You go 80. Now 80 bar. Almost any. On what day the United is 100 million. Business there. Profit is the ultimate goal. Obio a business biano. The ultimate goal of every business and venture a profit. 8 years have gotten their money. But I believe Manchester United will get value for their money. I don't want to Abrante Fen Anthony. Very, very expensive. And you need to live up to expectation.
But some are say no, I come here across Brazilian players no your transfer now mama me list no of Brazilian players I transfer this summer and Cristiano who said yes here just this summer transfer said yes here Anthony Ena Edika where the 8 most expensive Brazilians signed in the 2022 summer transfer window. including add-ons. Anthony from Ajax to Manchester United, 86 million pounds. 86 million pounds. Casemiro from Real Madrid to Manchester United, 70 million pounds. Richarlison de Andrade from Everton to Tottenham Hotspur, 60 million pounds. Rafinha from Leeds United to Barcelona, 55 million pounds. Lucas Paqueta and West Ham United confirm Nidiano 53 million pounds. Gabriel Jesus from Manchester City to Arsenal, 45 million pounds. Abrantia Francis Bremer from Torino to Juve, 45 million pounds. And Diego Carlos also from Sevilla to Aston Villa, 26 million pounds. Brazilian players, no Christian.
Well, Brazil and a country are more export a lot of football talent. Now me document media amount. I think it's about 2 years ago. Last year, we released this document.
Okay.
Say open the top 10 countries are more export a lot of football talent. Number 1, Brazil.
Okay.
Make I say the year under review. Brazil a transfer in just one football season. Now Brazil a transfer over 1,000 footballers.
Wow.
Followed by Argentina. Argentina a transfer 896 footballers. England a tosuminu 837 footballers. France France also 9 772 footballers in just one season. Colombia 653. Nigeria the leading country in Africa.
Okay.
Export a lot of talent, football talent. Here can was 653. Now in Nigeria, now Spain about 537. Now surprisingly, we a study now release here now. Ghana second. Ghana follow Spain.
Okay.
We Nigeria for more 624. Spain 537. Then Ghana 456 footballers in just one transfer window.
Okay.
So we transport a lot of football talent from Africa, I say. But Andy Hadi say Brazil for Ghana for system nibi. Say transfer player be now 10%. Look at the amount of money that is going to the Brazilian FA.
Yeah.
When this one alone, would they calculate 10% of every Skebia and Anthony 10% among 8.6 million.
Yeah.
Casemiro among 7 million. Richarlison among 6 million. Rafinha 5.5. Lucas Paqueta 5.3, Gabriel Jesus 4.5, Bremer 4.5, Diego Carlos 2.6.
Where top 8? Yes. So almost transport over 1,000.
Over 1,000. This will be the Brazilian FA. 10% of our revenue now. They are generating a lot of money. That is why Brazil no league no more. Even though say omuniskadie, but league no one of the best organized leagues in the world. Because transfer of players in Kwano, the amount of money generating from there,
generating enough
to their F, so much. There be a can and just on FA in Kwan. Sikabia back into the FA, basically, they are about the Brazilian economy. So I say, if you play BI transfer, no player be the 10%. But Minkasa Sadam with Jamesi, we are making assumption.
Yeah, assumption.
So be at 10%. But Brazil many more. Now Brazil transfer players bear 1,000 of this in just one transfer window. Look at the amount of money about the Brazilian economy. Football Nankasa a big economy on its own. Ghana bad. Africa say now we study now. Countries transfer football talent Nigeria. We Nigeria the next country on the African continent transfer football talent is Ghana. Baby, I didn't see also Brazil for no. Yanto player that ultimate Brazilian player less than 1 million.
Yeah.
Sometimes 2 million, 10 million direct from the Brazilian football. League, near 10 million. Say obi a Brazilian club, ultimate player 2 million. Sometimes 15 million, 20 million. Omunye skadi be league ni. Na one way do adia. F no so nya skani bi. F ni nya ska na club nya ska. Basically, it adds to the economy of the same Brazil as of mine. 80, me sure say we got there one day. Be a Ghanaian footballer who has a director. Yet $5 million, $6 million, $10 million. Na club in Then it come back and add to the economy of Air Ghana in general. Brazil for the apart from football, be account to Monka. So idea at Tomonima football and homogeneity a lot of scar from a football. I'm not surprised. Once the transfer window way, Brazil is not moving papa. Yeah, come in and yeah, Kaya was in Yamia World Cup Ghana this second group now. We are facing Brazil. Fire home. A group no see one intimate topic.
Okay, they are no so intimate.
Empire. I mean, Tis Empire. Oh, top into my Brazilian topic.
But they're no more friendly game. Ever had there.
Now, who attacking Vinicius? The Bro Sus.
Rafinha. So, Rafinha. Sir Anthony. So, on Sufru. Richarlison. Gabriel Isis. Hey, Debbie. Now, who refi name? What you name a film? Debbie Brazil for the now. National team. Almost fair players.
Brazil for the idea afraid the football talent in Yamida Chom. And not just about from South football talent, talent but their conscious effort in developing those talent. There's one thing over talent, and there's another thing who develop it, that talent, Brazilians have the talent and they develop it. Ghana have the talent. But you are not saying much to develop that talent, and then a main problem.
Now, me can't brand here, friend Alessandro Martinez, and Opena or kind of some kakra, but Oba into the Premier League, there were a whole lot of issues about the height, and it's a Premier League group defenders are one more ever ball for top teams now. We defenders are more, but per this survey we have now, any games are about so far no. We chat in in terms of dual area balls. Christian, it's already in the now. Clearly, Lisandro Martinez now near who is on the height, and because on our case, I'm a boss over for balls or nyaba height, a skill, yes.
You need to develop.
Yes, a skill.
But we be to me a jumping timing out the fat jump very crucial. What I say, we be to jump it. Now the timing ye. Na and I know I miss it born. You need to have your timing right.
No, Ronaldo to suspend also because
yes.
Time before the cross me, but once worried.
You need to have your timing right. Me sure say onim say oni height. Oni height now a center back there. You need to develop that skill now. Center back there will need to have a very good jump because Premier League see fruity balls from left and right back. Now only jump there. Why want to more Premier League Me sure say on kasa ne stature as a nipa so otia. But we are center back now otia na only height there. So skill of a jump you need to develop it, and I'm sure say what develop is skill ni pa. Omone surrounding get on boy Onim say oko area ball 6. He won all of them 6/6. 6 ni na one Messi each one of them, not even a single one. And Lisandro Martinez sura or Messi ball. Even though so only height there. But I'm sure say that skill of air jump, or master that skill. And I'm sure say was a first year Juma de Mano. And let's see how it goes going forward.
Is now in terms of aerial balls, no, 83% so far. Van Dijk, 81%. Abrantia friend said Khalidou Koulibaly, 75%, and Ruben Diaz, 53%. Enti next one Lisandro Martinez. Some players in I can so watch.
Yes,
but offer.
Ruben Diaz squad is say 53%.
Yeah,
but Ruben Diaz in the opportunity as say City and defending more.
Yeah, win defending.
It's more man or more. Liverpool crowd, but Liverpool fair 3 games in the now as a pressure they were defending. Okay. Chelsea so attacking more. Manchester United there. Not team that boss so. Tibor ni boss ni nano obey much more defending than so attacking. But the most important thing is even though say more defending more no or no as an individual player there the area no defending no I think say he's excelling. Onum say over Premier League na among for Chelsea one no position will be targeting him say where the weakest point. But me sure say after first 3 games now wabono no team never targeting Manchester United weakest points.
I know I am a branch of friends Lisandro Martinez. Thomas Partey, the last time I asked Nesia Kai, who Partey in Arsenal squad, and Christian, what I'm gathering this afternoon, we are Ghana and you are also very worried because in September, your friendly games are about NT. Dear man, is a Partey injury. Now, these are the number of games Partey ever may say on the part of Arsenal. On a game against Aston Villa, Partey out. Against Manchester United, away, Partey out. FC Zurich, Europa League, Partey out. Everton, Partey out. And a PSV and Hoyvin, Nina a party out. Christian, me just away a worry for Arsenal and for us Ghanaians.
Of course. Unse Asta starting season no. Near Kase party staying fit for the rest of the season no. Now a very key Arsenal bit my challenge for the top 4. Last season time Arsenal break the last 9 games I need to be season no. Those 9 games na party prayer na one mobino Arsenal elusu 4 of the last 9 games we season no. Pateba Arsenal nyina no they don't fare very well abra patepra etino Arsenal anya renew ambition UTHM akra no also mo the Premier League Premier League no betimi aja challenge for the Premier League title now very critical say pateba betimi stay fit etina no na omone full able game na Saturday we say nyina name say patepra but eventually be na pate out of the game one nyina na how Arsenal were going to fare abra na pate and so etimi eventually they won. But me sure say a bigger responsibility on the part of other players now or me available no. Last season Arsenal fair very well abra patepra but this year so much of Fabio Vera ba. Onya bi moy. It me sure say season we there ebia Arsenal to me say pate that man because Fabio Vera no so be shemu a maybe we team about their Arsenal. A very important say pate be team stay fit. But it's unfortunate. I didn't have any say Pateo at Atletico Madrid. No time press you. Yeah. And now until say Pateo play go out to bear 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Maybe some bruises been up there 2-3 days later. Pateo come back into the field. No, see I can Atletico Madrid. But the demands in the Premier League in Andy and yes, I'm kitu any competition on a doso dodo. It's one very careful. I want now be injury prone. And Pateo since he came to Arsenal is becoming too injury prone. Yes, you are some Nagana so yes, anyway. Yamon Paya saying World Cup na World Cup day. Na party injury free. I can't imagine Ghana going to the World Cup. Abra probably at this moment our best player injured. I can't say the last World Cup na Makelesian injured, you know. Na say ya boto kakra because we needed Makelesian at the World Cup. By engineer Fanan ko World Cup no. Party there at all costs. As a party team stay fit for the World Cup. But just idea Ghana be sweaty year power World Cup no. Arsenal so there Yansha debate yako because last season party ni no bre but this season let's see if they can manage without a party going forward.
Now Christian Mierre Saturday we so real quick Abrantia friends Paul Pogba and then the brother and then Sema Kokoso Ewo France. Now reports nature say French coach our friends Didier Deschamps opinion get worried because say Paul Pogba and friends Matthias Abeka say Pogba the Mbappe aba Equatorial Guinea o mababa be casti juju bi egu ne so ne sa ne ma no na yese enya no nko a N'Golo Kante din so abem say Kante so do Kante so kan ho and omuka Kante de no so why are the on say Kante started prepare of late now Kante is injured omo game Chelsea I think omo last game also after Tottenham was play game no team mo game for Chelsea before that no say prepare last season no prepare now coach our friend said the champions say coach no so I started as a I didn't know ya and one because in the team more prepared team for the World Cup. We are defending champions and most start any of these issues in the team. I say player B at the teammates ebe ko eduro so no sa ni manka one of the encantantes as but we because also
Andy ona ontanti wo hwemu a wo be hu pa me yeso say koneko movie ekope movie the Vikings here ancient Sweden tama na omo ready hamanfo so ejido mo sa ni omo niema no okore sa movie na you understand say ritual say Ghana ase ni Africa ase no back the number for ye see the kunipa de kwa bosom so bibia no they were doing it but the idea ya almost enye no painting black no they will try to garnish it and make it look as omo dey any different. Vikings back then they were killing people for human sacrifices back then ni na omo ye what I say idea ya na say bia we no omo ye bi but just that we paint ourselves that black there how many say how na Mbappe and N'Golo Kante just at the corner of the World Cup and Cheneba World Cup idea Popoba no ba to the World Cup ni bi Kante be World Cup ni bi and Mbappe be World Cup ni bi with this mindset. Don't forget this omonya brofo they are playing for the French national team but omonya brofo Mbappe fi Cameroon and N'Golo Kante fi I think say one of Mirefi one Africa country Popoba efi here na say club ni club ni tie Victoria Guinea you know why should not these players because they have this African instinct in them no will be tempted to believe it o ti ase senka omo ya abrofo bia maka so just mere coincidence e bia nya no kre. But when these players having African background start believing in those in a rumors about Bontina, now they come to the World Cup. One share na the fashion say baba World Cup no. Na me catch no. Say ade ba ko a dem pa they say who defend the World Cup no.
Yeah.
Since the turn of the new century, you can new century na started from the year 2000. Ya bo World Cup mako num. Emu mako 9. Defending champion from group stage. And now World Cup 5 times and about World Cup since 2000, the year 2000. Emu mako enum na ya bono and 9 defending champion every group stage. So there's a bigger responsibility on France. Sa bad omena to a defending champion. They must at least go and reverse it. And players to be here these are key players who N'Golo Kante, Paul Pogba, and Mbappe, key players for the French national team. Say about question national team now. It may affect the French national team. That is why somebody must show leadership. Obi ntaso sisi the coach and anybody be or high authority be must call Brandon to order and some of the Babantino. It is not affecting Pogba alone. Ultimately, the French national team. It Obi show Obi show leadership. Now on free in our team. On him say I did by all the man chain say was a same BCC and your phone talk anaba.
Yeah.
Mammy, a bit me I didn't say in the net yasu now I said echo down. The man did by all the dragino. Now the by mammy was involved.
Yeah.
It's mammy no be can seven. A party of a seven. Side by so a toffee, a money mammy, and in your bar, or bear no the dynama high crowd to be as your friend mamma hanging phone. Mammy no be seven was a party of a seminar nursing. That is why I drag it that long. No, me sure say some minute as early as possible. On fair uncrading in a non-transi. Now, if you ask them, no one can a tune chap. One can see na revelation in Babontia. You are damaging Pogba as an individual there, but ultimately the French national team will suffer.
So around your friends say Callum Hudson-Odoi is completing the move now alone. And or they are called Germany, Bayern for Leverkusen, and our branch here friends say Callum Hudson-Odoi. And so at me I call NAT although I don't know and when you could report nature say Chelsea for the shame say Edru January na Chelsea person will recalling now acquired that say Chelsea beating you recalling but after this season our branch here friends Odoi Ebesan so returning to Chelsea now to so jersey number 17 and Odoi so Omodiamano playing time then why I did with Chelsea na also dia ko pe be
say playing time na no bi ape but no be ko World Cup ni bi say
ono kan kira ga na England so de unya bi nko
say Ghana nka playing time na mo bi kura nka sled oboko England so de wa obonya mi ani kura wo shaka na England but player there when you are not playing you are not developing what you say enya World Cup ni per se nko na e kan wasem the player will need to play to develop. The more now obo game no now you mistakes. We have mistakes now correct it. Wow ma you are not making mistakes and you are not correcting your mistakes. And as a footballer there, footballer be no bench and anybody. It doesn't matter how much they are paid. Just talk to footballers. Obetima tran bench. Ne bia be 6 years into and be 1 year. Ni entua ne kada. Ba yentua de kada nyina achi no. Sika bia ba obeje. Oji sika nyina. But when you're playing time they will still not be happy. 18 the can say onko maybe when you're playing time. No develop as a footballer. Yes idea as a footballer there won sia kan me sure say betimi how. Nti baby when you're playing time bia beboa na onko na onko sua de no develop na say ebia next year say Chelsea for I be fan na o ma be fan in such a way say afi omo san tono mani nko biem. Why have be fan ba na un develop as a footballer e be sa lo no biem. Team football back near alone bear 10 times. Kisanachu. Okolumba. Nya bade din Kolumba. Baby ana omu improvement. Eti om say alone there. Be sa de oba na improvement ni ma. E be sa alone ni obium. Nti on fa we no koye period a odi ko sua de. No dey improve no Chelsea recalling the bium a oba. They will see the need to keep him.
The fact that Chelsea cross had the shame say January on person recalling na. 1 year loan but almost January. Recalling dependent on the performance of better than before January. When
January crowd the season in Abanawi 1 year in Abanawi Chelsea recalling what to be able to keep you will depend on the performance of a boss. Took a boss can you not Chelsea are forced to recall you. Leverkusen Chelsea are forced to recall you. na over back na you don't beat up Chelsea expectation. What happens next? The almost do akolo. Me see player bi wa akolo or club back ba akolo be 10 times. Anytime they record the player, omiti omo standard.
Chelsea ya no mo akora Charlie Musonda.
Yes.
On su kolons Marco Van Jenkel o kolons but near here about the nationality say Obama Ghana na say Obodi ama England. They say na chairman actually say Obama Ghana but the nationality switch no e betimi a complete first week of November.
Yeah.
It you know entina na if you announce players are obaba for Black Stars or no dey fan ka ono. Enti say bibia ko as planned first week of November the nationality switch no ebetimi we can say be activity no abo e dia magana
mo mpa betting to onko no improve.
Yes, I know
improve because we need an improved player, Haxton Odoi, an improved version of him at the World Cup. It you know obenya playing time how there how say Germany there yana competition any that tough. It you know for a player how say can Premier League or ban the German Bundesliga there they believe say wabo in a higher league how about all the experience never into the German Bundesliga. On playing time the man no on making good use of it. And only idea here say by next year when Chelsea recall him they will be forced to keep you.
Yeah, Refi and FV7 to us high Pure 95.7 FM Pure Afternoon Sports and I was so with you. Sounds you live on Facebook Pure FM TV. Once I ebit me aka jumedi. See abafie na e de FV7 ato aso na and I no pay chairman tete ho de my about air congress and air course Ghana Football Association. Na niema pi and etimi course so na say chairman de remo e ma ye hu say the BAC na ye kai about Division 1 sponsorship FV no announces so manya from Access Bank and the Division 1 clubs. So, but Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku GFA president also the atuja say FIFA a contract ama contract bia omoko bolga no makwa contract AstroTurf enso bolga said baya development asma ye ke nyina no ni nyina ba parks ne ba bebra ba boa ama ni nyina enso etimi akwanka yentie said the Kurt enso etimi church and simplify
Bolga Boss Park. All preparatory work towards the award of a contract for the Bolga AstroTurf pitch has been completed by FIFA, and the contract has been awarded to Greenfields Company Limited. So Greenfields Company Limited have been awarded the contract by FIFA, and we expect Greenfields to start work in September 2022, and the project is expected to be completed in April 2023. So it's becoming a reality.
I know and some Kurt Edwin Simon Okreku enso edit to no sound so to aso no penalty man na ka bibi say almost on Bema players boot and the so okay na Kurt achechem yentie say the cover sa boot nsem nyina bai.
Starting from January 2023, each one of our 48 Division 1 clubs will receive a fuel card worth 10,000 Ghana cedis, reduced transport costs. These fuel cards will come from Goil Ghana. So from January 2023, each one of our 48 Division 1 clubs will receive a fuel card worth 10,000 Ghana cedis to help in reducing your transport costs. Like I spoke earlier, 3 of our coaches will from September be embarking on a 2-month attachment in Germany. This was arranged by the Tenka Directorate, and the 3 coaches come from the female sector: Yusuf Bazigi, Babanu Malam, and Joyce Bote Ajay. They will be in Germany for 2 months. Now let me speak a bit about our RFAs who do a lot of work in the regions and who are a key part of football development in this country. Subventions to RFAs have been tripled from 3,500 cedis a month to 10,000 Ghana cedis a month. So what that means is that first time this year, each RFA will receive 120,000 Ghana cedis. We have also decided to increase the monthly allowance to our RFAs. Last year, we introduced a monthly allowance for the RFAs. This year, it has been increased to a net of 2,000 Ghana cedis per month. We would also invest in trophies and medals for all regional competitions under the various RFAs through the KGL sponsorship. The FA would in the coming year buy 10 brand new pickups for the work of the RFAs. So 10 new pickups for the RFA work. And let me also say that will also include Pram Pram and the Tenka Hub. The whole idea is to ensure that the fundamentals of our sport gets the utmost attention. If we don't fix the problems at the regional level, we'll not have peace at the national level. So it's important we focus and direct a lot of attention to the RFA work and ensure that they are comfortable and they're doing a good job for us. Now let me speak about footballs. Last year, we invested $100,000 in the purchase of footballs for regional football associations. The footballs are here, they are there. You will pick them after the Congress. So the RFAs will pick your footballs. Premier League clubs, you will pick your 40 footballs each. Division 1 League clubs, you will pick your 30 footballs each. Women Premier League clubs, you pick your 30 footballs each after this. Again, in the season after, we would again invest $100,000 in the purchase of footballs for RFA work. Premier League, Division 1. The Football Association will, from January 2023, provide each of the GPL clubs 30 pairs of boots per club. 30 pairs of boots per club. Each Premier League team for the next 4 years, beginning January, would receive 30 pairs of these boots per season. So every season, 30 pairs of boots. Each of the Division 1 League clubs would also receive 30 pairs of boots. For the Premier League clubs, it means 540 pairs of boots will be supplied to the 18 Premier League clubs, and for Division 1 to be a total of 1,440 pairs of boots to Division 1 clubs. In total, the Football Association per year will be supplying 1,980 pairs of boots per year for the next 4 years.
Ano aye GFA President Mr. Kurt Edwin Simono Krekuni atenka no kan say beche boot ni ade nyina no Alhaji Gruza ese clubs ni be hia baso
we development na mag football yengina ebetima anya humfa so but GC de na wo nkwa say muti de na mi kire na say ye wi na clubs no ye sofa we no nkutire nkwa na be ye ho pa na me ka kire enti mi misre mo e ka ni brasa ma musre Ebinum waha forgetting their fufu and their rice, they are here. Excuse me to say we are not. I say Nepa Bakun more than 20 years since 95 up to this date. Anka enge football anka me big billionaire in this country dollars. Enti GFA we no maya de pa edamwase. Monhwe clubs na yenye flexible. Kakra say and they say $25,000 you know. Eyo we nyo ye bi ache se mumma yenye mo se metewe RTU ni o frame say alaji wonum say o crash se me say e from moi director na wani sika ane no be director enti ma mo miensere say me e baaye ma ti say ye say ye be ma RFA another pickups na clubs so de be na benya oh boot today one my boot kura e be top boot because omu 9 kobo bo say George would me say win my top football 40 and sana weba enye nu na heka say be ma first division premier division GFA munye de na ebenya ka obi ho ne ka we di ko ba ko a obe ko menu kura enko RFA fo sebi mumfa me bo ne nchemi ebinum de their own private na ne car na wo no na arrest nti we na mu ye no eye fe pa obi a ne ka se enye fe oboa ya mma mu ntimi ye but mu dream clubs no na ye ntimi nya ade be say ball no ye nhwe ya clubs no na ya kill football no mu boa ya football no be san ababio ye bre bas kura mu boru bas ma ya eye kan e de be ma RFA pick up mama pick up first yankasa say mumma e car yesuso mumma e 40 seater president ubetima ye munye maye
Hello, Alhaji Karim Gruza, owner of Kim Pfizer, and I also think about Honorable Yusuf Mustafa, sports minister, also Ghana Premier League, Nidia no question say, and one of the best in Africa.
Mr. President, the Ghanaian League is obviously not one of the best in Africa right now. And most of our Premier League clubs have lost their potency to compete in Africa, in African organized competition. Teams representing us are rarely seen in African Champions League and the CAF Confederation Cups, so-called the money zone. Perhaps because we have not been able to invest more in all aspects of this game, we struggle to attract the fans to fill our stadia. Football attracts all stakeholders in all aspects of our economy, and their contributions are used to promote and facilitate the development of the game. So I usually ask myself, why can't we fill our stadia to support our various teams across the country? Well, I believe this Congress will proffer solutions and ideas to address this situation.
Honorable Mustafa Yusuf and Yatin Kana Christian Mamisha so Hassan Makobi White or na me have be at the free official.
Well, politicians there they will tell us the problem, but solution be no Professor Odemai.
Zonim say Congress never.
O say Ajia tum they be tum say Ademanya Jene say first time high ranking official is admitting say league no any one of the best in the past. Okay. Almost our league is one of the best in Africa. Our league is one of the best in Africa. The BI kasi league in ya, they were refusing to admit it. Intimania Jenny say at least a high-ranking member of our football a structure, no, a minister, are responsible for all sporting activities in this country. No, but to say our league is not one of the best. Having said that, we should go beyond lamentations. I say. You can't problems. By this time, we should be looking for solutions. You get to see a league, any one of the best. That is the problem. But where are the solutions? How are we going to address it? Maybe, Minister Ebano, this is the problem I identify.
Yeah.
Maybe the next 5 years, let's use this and this and this, and make sure that the next 5 years, if we are not the best in Africa, we will be among the best.
One of the best.
There are no solutions. There are no plan. They be listen to Ghanaian politicians. Once you vote for them into power, they begin to lament. The reason why we voted for you is because of the problem now. Change the muchreyeno. And which they talk about them now. Me boy. But what to about a Ghanaian politician we know? Or could do baby or could do never. Then they come back and explain the problems to you.
Instead, some come the
problems. We don't need explanation. We need solutions.
So where the ABM send a football for him because also see a Kabiasi league and the best almost say the one of the best. Tabia fair minister.
They know. It has scored Africa last year. Yeah, how many results we buy? Only to say league in here.
I'm say
and maybe a Chemna Ghana the 4 teams the Africa and only 2 neko. Unjini say league standard of 4.
Yet qualification teams.
It's Unjini say and they. Teams are 10 years ago near country say near Kotobu players no and they are buying our best players and 2 years old league in form. And because we been a catch no. It's by this time there we have identified our problem. The next one I think here doing come by this time our solutions they are nearby to solve these problems. Critical. So lament say no one for solutions are next year at Congress. The same lamentation because there are no solutions and we are not going to do anything about it. The next year, because Congress, the minister, so that's what more. He'll come and read the same thing and still lament. We have identified a problem. Our league may be in the past, now one of the best in Africa, and now you're ranking clubs in Africa. We the first 20, now Ghanaian club in PM. The later was a calf to pack up. So I'm follow order say the first 24 teams. And there were no Ghanaian team the Bobobi. What's the bar first or no the ranking? Manti never bono. No the FIFA ranking no Akubo Sak tournament. The first 24 countries now, first 24 teams now Africa the Bobo Sak competition. See this super paper baby ejina nei no Ghanaian team the Bobo Sak competition be. These are the issues. Nim. But I am not the minister. Unya FA president. We are responsible for giving us solutions. I rather explain the problems to us. Every day, be as lamentations. Ya lament Ghanaians will talk, lament. Adiachia, the mensuons, efrases and talk. What do we do? Yes, I pet the BBC die. Near lamentis the following year. What are the solutions? What are we doing? What is the plan? Maybe the next 4 years, Minister Debano, many F4 tenancy, we have a league, and one of the best. So 1 year, you say, second year, say, third year, say, fourth year, now you repeat the results of our investment, and I am plan, bare 4 years, near mature. Yeah, I know one of the best, now, if you are the best in Africa. Dear Petty, no. Dear Petty, no. Na most F4 no am value omo pitch no omo
yes omo ne bet power for no na I remember me images ne kaka na
will be personal.
We are me here na but after we send one was say Ghana there how we develop Ghana on billboards here Boni ayene kama to live on Facebook our page now bad power for any Ghana Football Association contract ne we say can be the better page no ti anaso mo better page e dey ama Ghana no e wo pram said Mr Easy any cat Edwin Simon Okreku and omoyi akire e wo screen so nti wo ha efe say Christian ka efe
Victoria picture ni dey efe pa
say be efe so musi bia be efe
anti ye hwe ni muso betimi asia mana wi menye efefo ni mejo modia ni ayawi ni atwa homam ni hand over my ni hu say ye wi because their precedents Andy ye ni company sign contract omo so baby bia mayen omonye and no one holds them accountable. Yes, sign start time deal no so okay.
Yeah.
Didn't da mani masisi here. Me kai just a little portion. No be at the entire me 7 years for ni no.
Okay.
Start time to pay $17,950,000 for the deal. Provide 10 artificial pitches and a fully equipped modern OB van to the GFA over the next 10 years. Utie. Na a part of start time deal no. Say start times 8 to $17,950,000 to the FA. In addition to this scandal, Ombo provided 10 artificial pitches across the length and breadth of this country. As are the fully equipped OB van. Akama FA no. Away.
Me hu idea. Me pitch ne ba.
Mo akodi di maya.
Ese ka bi agu.
It's immediate. So omoni sign contract we ne wom. Bed power jet to say obetime develop maya. I cannot hold bed power accountable to their words. Contract when I'm not saying. What I know I'm saying. You have the power to hold them accountable to every single details of the contract. If they are not doing it, me meeting for bed power court. And they won't be because you know many contract. Omomni contract the FE. A part of the deal I'm saying there. Make sure you hold them accountable. Make sure say every single adibi almost on bayabiano. Omomochimiaye. Ujo no manya they go scot free start time day as no manya who hold them accountable. When I am I this kind of somebody coins our pitch no was a better $300,000 from every 1 million biano no more $300,000 a free move. So into 3 million no sika air coin to this project in Kwano $900,000. They should hold bed power and make sure say this project is funded to its last city. Ne make sure say the picture na efe no ye project no now the picture no two project no one
yeah right bright what tell her bright bravo kakra na yemfa dia kanoma tiu for na yen sorry ma pure drive and to aso tell her into
yeah Andy na me mame mo omabaso nse intensity at least eniema kakra asase ba
the politics na sisi chiro na for picture number na I park number go me say aso there video na my hair na so on say bia na FM penifo ni gina no ano mu kate so ne there so why politics be for akese bi won ma minim say nsu o mo de be yes
on say pram na nkasa na first national teams no kwa juvenile ayiwe no under 17 man me man ya na
no mo
complaining a lot in terms of mo ye projects bia bebo ama o matimenya da water we no nti ebia no so factor now on the pitches no so mo water so ne ade said be ya ebetimi anya sa green grass we no ho nti said na make Andy say niema kakra Uram division 1 clubs no sika kakra eba and no na ebia no mo person ko mo take clubs no so unze sika bo em say $250,000 but per clubs no do no ebia ka se share so beti say so mo 48 and on ba be chese no but eniaman kakra bi a ba be bat say on benya fuel from goil ne sa de no be boa yie pa especially ye kra na nka me hwesen kan ma no so afam no ebi so be ba na nka eja yeso so yenya bi na enso ye tu kwan na eja yakọ goil na enso agibi ne de ko e ba andi na ade ba ko na kire ma adwene kakra onzi say puma for bre boss na Macron deal no last season so Eze no ka say 3 years we said
na Ghana Premier League the boss wenebo and o Macron boss wenebo ye ni sponsor
say last season ka say Macron Macron na you say Macron Ghana na say
and Macron for partner your top boss in free more.
I don't know
at a discount
because almost provide the boss
because FA president can say in terms of balls on $100,000 and or the top boss.
Yes, meanwhile na ya nya saa de no so a ya kose ya adwumakuo bi so ono so be
have to cross check on that.
Eti na me pesa eya yin ma ya na me from the FA site nanka me screenshot the ama jare say this was a year announcement a Ghana Football Association ema ye nyina yete ase but as a niema change kakra nti going forward na mza ama omu pa mane ada from ko nti maybe a kombusa ase na Macron so deal na sisai nti migidie se say omunya fu ani boots di ama players no say the allergy kind e betimi atoda da but eno so bebo ye enye obi aso na timi to at times ana managers no so wo kire omo pa ene oto a me manager ni edi so to boot ma mi wa say e bi at least obenya do no so de bebo ball na e bi a wonya that eye training boot eno so de bia no o de benya ni training eye sessions enso but ade ba ko so no say the allergy groups are kind say yes say talk us the ama 10 various RFA eye chairman I think say minim de cars na edi ka ba no minim emfie dudu adi de a edi BS e ba be ka ho but ebia no so minim ba bia sika no so ebia mo be fa de free ana e ka di no ho on say emema ne de ne ba ye no ewi a che na niam a ye tititi ye free sika ni mu no na ama sika no so ate and this time around no minim ba bia sa 10 regional football association a ye be check cars de amom no ba bia ye be sika de free e be say free emema na de anim ana we de bia FIFA sika bia abana omo de be sa ade na no so ya ade o say going forward ye hu na accountability ni bibia so etimi ye adwuma bav as you say ye league no akofom no minister spot on Ghana league na akofom and even akofom to the extent say wo bobo akra dey say supporters kra beba no man ba behwe because interest na first na wo say be player bi no enam say sika ni bo ni munti no August no kra na bia be chemfo feeling na wa baba one season awie okra need be chembio player bi na be yi ti o team bi mu a e bia anka afa na supporters ni benya no do say play because of player we nti no e bia ye akọhwe ye be da so na player no ko Sudan okọ Libya okọ Egypt okọ Ethiopia any ade and I think say sa na ma we nyina na say minister kasa ode na no tumu bi say ama supporters kra no e ma stadium ni ade and osaka bibi for juvenile football ho ne ade me hu say o say aban no so ye de obetimi bia na infrastructures ne ade say de be ye no so no grassroots football no e betimi abo ne ye no ama omu nyina no enso anya pitches asi akama aba into lamla ne anya under 15 ama oma progress to under 20 under 17 29 ye nya omo so wonfa so no ne nyina no mbe but league ne de say de na Christian analyze no o hwe previous years na Liberty Professional akro ekọ CAF Confederations Cup no making din Brekuma Arsenal from nowhere no making din a Heart of Lions go to a time na we kotokone as free wa o booking face o bo Heart of Lions o bo Ashanti Gold din and then sa class we nyina no enu akwa kotoko house na anu na befam kakra nas go da befam kakra kotoko house no so kwa enyeye unum say the last time at kotokone house ana Ghana teams akese we call Champions League group stage gone far back 2006 and who pe team bia ono so abon no modern kakra 10 years ago Brekum Chelsea team of 2012 and a team call even Champions League group stage and Jibana na kotokokosia Semba ekosia Al Hilal matise omo se nyame admo china omne Ali Khartoum ebebo enye team bia sa omo disease omo league nim omo se da nya ade bia sa ba wo do obehu bitu amene kotoko difference yewum when now factors
I say you had more channel for Lundu yes number boss game no na team na ba Ghana Thursday
good ye nyina no say ye na sa na ma we nyina no yehu ka first previous years na kotoko ebo match has ebo African gamer anka a different ball obia nim score line na e bia has e de beba ana has ye benya e o mu say dan ya ye show mo de but ne tete de no difference no so team bia onyi di bia no yi kotoko house we Ashanti Gold Rahimo FC from nowhere no yi has gold the film any ade I think say your league no ne form na aba ne de ebe den pa bi also ye man ho time say bi a ye mfa 5 to 10 years bi ne mfa revive anya sa ye be no kɔnebra saa ne ye do 2030 the eternity
mate analyst yan ka obi asa 590 mobile no say Sunday as dalo to the babeka enti fa phone say